Alright, what's up everyone? What's going on? What's going on? Here, let me put this over in my other screen. But yeah, definitely a long morning. I'm a bit tired, so my energy is gonna be off for at least a few minutes. Wait till I wake up. But anyways, here, let me start up the screen share and show you guys literally everything I am watching for now, which is not much. Um, I really did. I thought I had some sort of setup here. Let me make sure that I have my full face cam on for some reason. There we go. There you go. Here, let me go ahead and get this out. But yeah. So right off open, you guys do know that Tesla earnings and Google earnings came out yesterday, which is why the market gapped down like crazy. Hey, what's up, Sam? Or I'm just gonna keep calling you Sam. What's up? What's up? So yeah, the main reason for this dump is we do have a reason, and it's pretty much Tesla earnings. You guys do know Tesla is pretty much the giant in the market. If Tesla moves, the market is gonna move, right? So if we go ahead and open up Tesla, right, what is the first thing you guys are gonna see? Well, I mean, just look at this. We ended up falling about pretty much like about $30, which is a lot for Tesla, right? Hence why we have this massive gap right here. So what we could do in this case is we do know why the market is dumping. The thing is, NQ hasn't gone down to these levels in a very, very long time. So what's happening is we don't have too much to play with to the downside, right? So in this case, there's really not much we could do to the downside. So I've been trying to find something to do. You know, even if the market keeps going any lower, there's just nothing that's really catching my eye here. Like I said, to the downside. I've tried expanding my time frame. The only thing we really have is this 433 level, which is not too far. Right? It's about like 50 points around there, right? So it's not super far, and we could possibly play some sort of sweep based off this level. But what I did want to see is right off open, the volume was insanely strong. Why? Because of course Tesla opened, all the orders started coming through, and that's why NQ dumped. So what we can do in this case is we can start using these fair value gaps up here on the 5-minute time frame and possibly try to get, ideally I would want an inverse. Why would I want an inverse? Because we just have so much more to play with to the upside. I mean, we have a scalping level, we have some pretty good price targets, everything looks good. To the downside, the only thing we really have would be the low of day price target if we do retrace into it, and we would have like 433. That's it, right? So I'm not gonna say we're in a bad spot right off open. We're just definitely in a spot where we need to be patient. We just need to be patient off open, right? So that's definitely what we kind of have to do. I'm really hoping it's not going to be a long morning, especially like yesterday. I don't think we're going to chop. Definitely no chop. The market is extremely volatile, and I think it's going to be volatile the entire day. We just need to, pretty much play with the with the cards that we were given, in today's market. I've been looking for some signs of a sweep or of, a reversal, but I'm not really seeing anything just yet. Here, let me go ahead and catch up here in the chat, make sure everything is looking good. Give me a second. Alright, let me go ahead and put this out. Alright, there it is. But yeah, definitely gonna be more of a calm morning. You guys, like I said, I woke up a little bit late, or not late. I went to sleep a little bit late, so my energy is a little bit off. It won't change the way that we trade. It's just gonna, I'm just not gonna be talking as much. I'm a bit tired. But yeah, pretty much the first thing I'm looking for today is, okay, you guys might see that we have two fair value gaps here in the chart, right? We have this fair value gap, which we kind of retrace into, causing the dump, and we have this second fair value gap, which we have not retraced into. Right. So what are we looking for here? Well, if the market wants to go ahead and it wants to like change the structure from bearish to bullish, right? We can actually end up inversing this, right? So how are we gonna inverse this if there's two fair value gaps? Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be using this one to see if the market can actually hold up above it or just reject back down into drawn liquidity. Right? So we're gonna be using this one as our bias. If we go above, we know that buyers are strong. How are we going to enter longs? We simply just wait for a simple inverse of this fair value gap up here. How do we know if you're bearish? Well, if we retrace into this fair value gap, which we kind of have right here, what we could do is we can go ahead and reject off this, and we'll know exactly what sellers are trying to do. Right? Sellers are trying to gain control here. So that is pretty much the game plan for now. And then to the downside, like I said, we really don't have too much to work with. We barely have any levels. The ones that I have is 433 and 374, which is not much to really work with. It's two levels, and they're pretty far away. They're like 100 points, maybe even more. Right? Yeah, they're like 120 points away. Yep, 140. So we definitely have to be a bit patient today. I do think we can get a setup fairly quick. Due to the volume being very volatile today. Um, but we just need to wait for the setup to come along, right? So volume today should not. I'm not saying it will not. It shouldn't be an issue, because there's just so much going on in the market today that it will give us the volume to really work with. Now, in the meantime, not in the meantime, most likely after, I kind of want to review the trades from yesterday. You guys know yesterday was a little bit of a messy day, but we ended up we didn't really go green, but we ended up making some back, or at least some of us, right? We ended up catching a pretty nice 40-point move, so I'll consider it somewhat of an okay day. The morning was definitely something to avoid though. So I do want to review that with you guys, because I didn't manage to do a class yesterday. I was fairly busy and I wasn't even at my setup. So yeah, maybe we can get a mini class going. Blast, we inverse a 4-hour fair value gap. Let me go and check that out. I haven't even opened up the 4-hour. Which one are you talking about? Because okay, so we had a gap here, right? Which we just filled, which we could have played actually. This fair value gap, we can't really mark it out because I mean look at the gap up here. So if you're talking about this one, I won't really say that we have a fair value gap here to fill. The one that we do have to fill will be this one right here, of course, right? So if you want, you can mark this one out, and then of course we play from there. Um, but yeah, other than that, uh, what I'm gonna say is most likely off open. We're gonna have to, like I said, we're gonna have to be patient today because you guys know we need the market to kind of like decide what it wants to do. Sure, it might look like we're selling off, but I want to give the market, a bit more time, to kind of do its thing. If anything, we can create some fair value gaps on the way up, and then we just inverse everything on the way up. My chart does not look like that. Okay, so I'm trading okay. So I know a lot of you guys are charting NQU, right, on TradingView. The reason I'm charting NQ1 is because if you guys go over to NQU, if you guys look at the price action, it looks extremely off, right? It looks like the candles look extremely messy. That's because the NQU contract did not exist back then, right? Meaning that no one traded it, right? So if you guys want to see the actual price action, yeah, I got you, Sam, I got you. If you guys want to see the actual price action, you guys need to go to NQ1, and then you can see what actually happened on that day, right? So that's pretty much why your chart looks a little bit different. So if you guys want, you guys can chart NQ1 for today, because on NQU price has never gone this low. So on NQU it won't really tell you exactly what's going on. And Sam, just like I said, like a minute ago, I'm gonna review it all. All the trades from yesterday. What you sent me and all that stuff. But I want to get a trade going first, right? I want to focus on getting the trade, and then I'll do like the mini class, and then we go from there. But yeah, no, I definitely reviewed the trade from yesterday, the winning trade and the losing trade. Um, and what's it called? Let me see. So we trade NQ1. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You're not really trading anything different. You're just looking at a different chart. The chart is it's the same thing. It's just a lot cleaner. You know what I mean? Like you can actually see what's going on. Cause here, let me show you guys. Right. So if you go back to this price action on like the 30-minute time frame, right? Look how this looks. Right. It looks like actual candles. Right. Like a full candle. We have bounces here and there. If you guys go over to NQU, and you go back into this time zone or this time frame, right, on the 30-minute time frame, you guys can see exactly what's going on here, right? If we zoom back, right, it doesn't really look the same. You know what I mean? Like we have a wait, is it here? Yeah, we have like some gaps here and some other stuff. So it's not something that you guys see what I'm saying? It just doesn't look the cleanest, right? Look at this price action. This did not happen on NQ, right? So what I'm doing is you just search up NQ and just click on this one, and then it will be fixed, right? So we actually know what price is trying to do. And like I said, it's not gonna change the way the contracts that we're gonna be trading. It's just the ones that we're just looking at. Nothing too big, of a big deal here. But right now, like I said, I kind of want to see. I really want to see upside. I do not want to trade downside today. I know I'm playing with kind of a bias, even though we don't have a bias yet. But I just don't want to, I don't want to test my luck. Trying to make this thing go down again. Because there's just not much room we can really work with here. But yeah, let's see. And like I said, we don't have to wait for this to get inversed. I mean, I know it's far. It's like 120 points away. So expecting something from here, it's not very likely, but it's not impossible, right? So what we could do here is if we start reading a market structure shift, even though we didn't sweep liquidity, if we just start seeing that buyers are stepping in, we can always try to trade a fair value gap to the downside, or not to the downside, to the upside, right? So let's say for example the market pushes up, like this, right? The market pushes up, we create some fair value gap right here, right? We retrace into it. We can always take longs right here and then target these highs up here, so like that, right? We can always try to do this, right? So like I said, if the market pumps up, we create a fair value gap, we retrace into it. We can always take longs from there. That's also a possibility because, yeah, I mean, I see, I already know what you guys are thinking. Like, if we're gonna trade this fair value gap, it's gonna take all day, maybe even all morning. You know, we don't know, and that's even if we see the upside. Because like I said, Tesla is extremely bearish due to earnings, right? So if Tesla's bearish, of course the market is gonna want to go down. Let me see. Wait, if the market gaps, that means price needs to fill that spot. Ideally, yes, it doesn't need to fill a spot, but most times it does, right? But if you zoom out, we already filled the spot that we kind of had. Blast, you're still trading NQU? Yeah, I am. I'm just looking at a different chart. This one is just like when you guys open up NQ1, it shows you like all the contracts, right? So you're seeing every single sort of price action, through all the contracts. So it's not messy. But if you look at NQU, back then this contract was not the popular one, so no one traded it, which is why the candles look extremely off, right? So yes, we will still be trading NQU. We're just going to be looking at a different chart, which is the same thing, just a lot cleaner, which is where the volume was at, right? But yeah, so far, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I do believe we can see 433 pretty soon. I mean, we're right around the corner. I mean, the trend is extremely bearish, and we do have drawn liquidity down here. Like I said, I don't really want to test my luck going into shorts because we are extremely, and I mean extremely bearish, right? I mean, we dumped since yesterday, when Asia opened, we dumped about 400 points, which is not something normal. So just taking shorts down here it's definitely a risky one. What's a good sizing for a 25k account? I would say about 7 to 10 micros. 7 micros I think is the sweet spot because 10 is good, but it's probably too good to the point where it's oversizing, I would say. Hey, what's up? Hey, KP, what's up? What's up? I saw you said what's up in the chat. What's going on? But yeah, um, if everything lines up, we should be able to take out 433. I don't know if you guys want to write it down to liquidity. Like I said, it's taking shorts in this case is extremely risky. Not risky in a bad way, just risky in a way that the market could reverse on you at any given time, right? I mean, we've sold off so much that buyers are bound to step up soon. I'm not saying they will, but it's pretty it's pretty likely, at least in my opinion. Um, so do you know how to copy trade on Tradeovate? Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. If you want, I can show you. Let me know in the chat. Do it. Okay. So let me see. So pretty much on Tradeovate, right? At the top where it says your account, it'll say like Apex, then a bunch of numbers and whatever. Click on Apex, right? It's gonna bring a drop down menu. It's gonna say something group, right? I think it says group or it's something group. Go ahead and click on that, right? It's gonna ask you to type a name for the group. You can type whatever, it doesn't matter, right? Once you type the name, it's gonna on the left side, it's gonna show you all the accounts that you could possibly link together, right? You drag those accounts to the right side, and all the accounts that you drag to the right side are the ones that you're gonna be copy trading. You put OK, and then when you guys click on the drop down menu again, there will be like a little check mark. It'll be a blue check mark, right? When you guys go ahead and click on the blue check mark, that means that when the check mark is active, right? It pretty much just it just means that any trade that you take on one account will be taken on the other accounts that you link together. If there is no check mark, you're only going to be trading on that one account. Keep that in mind, right? And if anything, I can always link you a YouTube video, and it'll show you how to do it. Here, matter of fact, let me do it. Let me see. Need that vid? I got you. I got you. I got you. Here, let me go ahead and get it for you. Here it is. But let me see. How do you buy and sell on TradingView when you connect your TradeAvate? And how do you move your stop loss and take profit? Good question, but it's not something I can really help with too much. It is possible. I've never really traded on TradingView, and that's for a big reason, right? I'm not saying it's horrible, which it kind of is in a way. Okay, so the main reason I don't really know how to send orders. I'm pretty sure I kind of do. You just click on the little plus sign, and when you do, it's gonna say like, oh, buy one, sell one. But there's a lot more to it that I just don't know how to do it, right? Which, I know a lot of people in here do it, so they could probably help you out, but I can't. Now, the main reason I do not trade, I'm not saying it's horrible, but it kind of, yeah. I mean, I'm just not trying to be, like too mean. The main reason I do not trade on TradingView is because what's it called? Okay, when you guys send an order, you're sending the order out to TradingView. TradingView then has to send the order out to TradeAvate, and then TradeAvate has to go ahead and fill the order, right? The more stuff you add onto it, the more delay there is to getting filled on the thing, right? Yeah, no, there's not a 10-minute delay. There's just a very big delay, like very very big, right? You guys might be like, oh, it's never. Yeah, some people don't have problems, but from what I've heard, like from what I've seen, the fills are a lot, they're a lot more delayed than from TradingView itself, right? In my opinion, I never. Hey, what's up, Kurt? What's going on? In my opinion, from what I've seen, they usually never get filled instantly. Hope you will update the commentary. I mean, there's really nothing to update right now. There's no setups that we can really trade, at least for now. So yeah, once I see something, I will. Big moves, it can feel like five. Yeah, exactly. So you guys know we trade volatility, right? We trade huge moves in the market, right? So we're trying to catch the biggest moves in the market, which creates these huge candles. Now, when you guys are trying to get filled on TradingView, right, when price is moving so fast, that 1 second delay will fill you about 5, maybe even 10 points later. I've seen it happen, right? And that's just not something I'm trying to deal with, right? So keep this in mind. If you guys are trading on TradingView, you send out the order, you're sending it out to TradingView, right? Depending on how fast your servers are, they have to receive the order and send it to TradeAvate, right? Then TradeAvate, depending on how fast the servers are, they have to send out that order and then you get filled, right? So when you guys are trading extremely fast price action, like today, for example, right, you're not going to get filled at where you thought you would get filled. You'll either get a really good fill, right, if price goes down, or you're going to get possibly the worst fill, which could be 5 points away, right? And you guys do know a 5 point difference is a huge difference, right? So that is why I personally don't use TradingView to go ahead and send my orders. I mean, I pretty much trade with 2 monitors. So on my main monitor, I have my TradingView, and on my second monitor, I have Discord open and I have my TradeAvate opened. It's easy. You just link TradeAvate and buy and sell buttons. Exactly. You could also do that. I know that Phil, we all got lucky on TradeAvate. Oh, bro, that day was insane, bro. And people still ended up going red off that. Which I don't blame them. TradeAvate was having huge issues. And oh shit. Let me see. And the good thing about it is, they ended up fixing it. Yeah, so definitely what a day. I'll have to here. Yeah, right. If anything, I can link you the video for it. It's super easy to understand actually. Here you go. But yeah, so far guys, I'm not gonna lie, the market hasn't, like I said, the market is volatile. We're definitely moving, right? We're not chopping, we have a trend. The thing is, like I said, you guys need to be a little bit patient today, because the market is just, we don't have any really good setups, at least in this range. I would like to take out liquidity at 433 before we start seeing some upside. Yes, we can catch upside anywhere in this range, and we can easily target these highs up here. It is not a big deal, right? Wait, can you not copy trade on Top Step? Yeah, you can. Are you talking about Top Step X, or are you talking about TradeAvate? Because there's like two different platforms. TradeAvate, yeah, same way. It'll be with this video right here. It'll be right here. You just need multiple accounts. Keep that in mind. Let me see. Here you go. Can you mind showing me what 433 is? I think my price is wrong. 433. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I found this. You can find this level on the higher time frames, like the 15-minute. Is copy trade valid? 100%. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna take a trade on one account, why not take it on the rest of the accounts, right? You're just gonna make more money. So yeah, there's really no cons to it, other than really losing. You're just gonna, yeah, yeah, it's hella valid. Yeah. But yeah, if you're on the 15-minute time frame, you can see that right here, it's pretty much just these two lows that the market created, right? And yeah, so like I am on NQ1, I'm not in NQU today. So yeah. So yeah, these are the levels that I'm looking at. Just some simple bounces here in the market. We have 187, which I am not expecting. I'm just expecting these two levels max today. Let me see. Are you trading NQU4? I am. I am. Yeah, bro. If you're gonna trade on a small account like a 25K account, trade MNQ, MNQU. So it'll be this one. It's the same thing. Just you're gonna be trading micros. Don't trade minis. That's in my opinion, is way too heavy. What about 100K? 100K4, 100K static. Rudy. Static. Okay, yeah, you're definitely gonna have to size down. I would say try sizing like 3 to 5 contracts max, max. Wait, David, why are you changing it to minis? I'm not, guys. I'm not trading anything different today. The only reason I'm on NQ1 is because of previous price action, right? I need to have these levels down that NQU is not showing. So I'm just using this to have as an idea. Yeah, it's just my charting. Yeah, I'm not changing anything. Do you have a video that explains the different rules on eval and PAs and the live accounts for Apex? I don't think Apex has live accounts, or not that many people have them. Let me see. So yeah, KB, there's really not much of a difference. It's the same thing always, and the rules don't change. The one thing that does change on the PA accounts is you can't trade news, and I mean you shouldn't, in the first place. Let me see. Bro, there's nothing wrong with the static. I trade on statics all the time. I literally have I have more statics than I have 50Ks. I love statics. I just hate the fact of having the drawdown or the trailing drawdown. Trust me, Rudy. I trade I trade statics too. There's nothing wrong with them. Let me see. How do I know the difference on TradeAway? What am I set up with? Okay, so Patrick, at the top left, right? You see where it says, it will say NQU4, ESU4. It'll say Performance Center. It will also say MNQU4 and ESU4, MESU4, right? Just go ahead and click on MNQ U4, right? That's the one that we usually trade. And micros is the way to go. I love micros. So yeah, that is pretty much the thing. So max 3 to 5. I'm not even gonna lie. With the 100K static, even 5 is a lot. I'm not gonna lie. At least at first. At first. Do 10, bro. Definitely do not do 10, bro. Trust me. What are statics? Okay, so for a full account, you guys do know that, of course, with a full account there is a trading drawdown. Meaning, if you guys make profit, of course, the stop loss will move along with it, right? With the static account, you guys buy the account 100K, and it will be frozen to 99,375. If that account goes below that at any given time, the account is blown up. It doesn't matter if you have 10K profit on the account. That means that you're gonna have $10,000 worth of drawdown, right? So yeah, you're just not gonna have a trailing one that follows you. It's harder. At first it's harder, but as you guys make money as it goes on, it gets easier, right? Because the trailing drawdown is not going with it. Do statics still have an eval? Yeah, yeah, they do. They do. It's the same thing, just different rules behind it. So yeah, at first it's hard because you have so little room to lose. Yeah, like one loss and the account is pretty much gone. But if you take the win, right, and as you go on, it gets easier and easier to not blow that account. It makes it nearly even impossible if you what's it called, if you have the correct sizing, right? Shyam, or Shyam, what's up on the YouTube, guys? What's up? What would be the best plan? The best plan to choose? There is no best plan, realistically. It's all preference, right? So if you guys like to oversize, if you guys like to play with a lot of money, you guys can always choose the biggest account. If you guys don't like to if you guys like to scalp, I would say a 100k static. And if you guys like to be quick in and out, like without, you know, like if you guys oversize but like to be scalpers, I would say a 25k to a 50k account is the perfect one, right? There's no best one. It all fits your needs, right? So just read through the account rules and just see which one you like more, which one you think will fit you. Regardless, regardless if you hit the price target, you're gonna be making a lot of money, like no matter the account. So there's really nothing to um. Let me see. There it is. One trade a day, so it's gonna be a banger. Less time in the market, less risk. Exactly. For me, I like. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Yesterday, with the one setup that we had, it was a bit messy.